Hello guys and welcome to the full summary and spoilers of chapter 248 of Tokyo Revengers. And so you guys, at the start of this chapter we see the backstory of Mitsuya and the Haitani brothers. When Mitsuya was 13 years old, he took his two little sisters Luna and Mana to a festival. And at this festival Mitsuya saw a group of delinquents paving the way, and at the head of the gang was the charismatic Haitani brothers. Mitsuya was speechless while he was looking at them because he thought that the Haitani brothers were really cool. And Mitsuya said to Hakai that he used to admire the Haitani brothers because they were so stylish and cool. Ran took out his baton, and he twirled his baton in the air. Ran Haitani predicts that Mitsuya and Hakai will both die in 5 minutes. But then suddenly Ran and Rindo both started running away, and it seemed like they were planning something. Hakai, who did not know anything, immediately started chasing the two of them. Rindo smirked seeing Hakai follow him. And so you guys, next the chapter suddenly switches to Kawagari Senju. Senju managed to defeat many members of the Kanto Manji gang all by herself, but Sanzu Haruchiyo suddenly came from behind Senju, and Sanzu said that he was annoyed to see Senju. And then Sanzu pointed a pipe at Senju and said that he wanted to fight Senju. Next the chapter switches back to Mitsuya and Hakai. Mitsuya is trying to find out where Hakai, Ran and Rindo have gone to. He was confused because the atmosphere around him was very quiet. Then he saw Hakai Shiba, who was already lying on the ground. Hakai looked like he was in pain and his head was bleeding too. And then suddenly all the members of Kanto Manji gang appeared from behind Mitsuya. They surrounded Mitsuya and Hakai. Meanwhile the Haitani brothers were just watching from above, and Mitsuya was annoyed that they were using dirty tricks. Next the chapter skips to Koko and Inupi, and Koko and Inupi finally met, but Koko said that he did not want to fight Inupi. Suddenly Wakasa appeared above Koko, and Wakasa was standing on top of a storage container that was behind Koko, and when Wakasa appeared he spoke to Koko, and he told Koko to step aside. Wakasa said that he would be the one to fight Inupi. Back to Mitsuya and Hakai. Mitsuya tried to fight against Kanto Manji members. He also kept trying to wake up Hakai. Rindo told Mitsuya that Hakai was hit on the head, so there was no way he could wake up that easily. But suddenly Hakai woke up and he said that he feels better because he got a little sleep. Rindo was shocked and he could not believe it because it turned out that Hakai was a tough guy. Mitsuya said that the time has passed 5 minutes already, so that means that the prediction Ran made was wrong. And Ran became irritated when he heard Mitsuya say that his prediction was wrong. And Mitsuya says, "Come down from there. This time, I will predict that I will beat you up in 5 minutes. And Hakai says, "I will show you the real charisma." And the chapter summary says to be continued. And so guys, in the leaked panel that we got of Sanzu and Senju, it looked like Senju was the one that approached Sanzu. But in this summary we learned that Sanzu was actually the one who approached Senju, and Sanzu wants to fight against Senju because he said he is very annoyed with her. Maybe the reason Sanzu is annoyed to see Senju is because Sanzu still holds a grudge against Senju from when they were kids, because in chapter 241 we learned that Sanzu got the scars on his face because Senju lied to Mikey about him breaking the toy plane. So basically if Senju never blamed him for it, he would not have the scars on his face, and this might be why he wants to fight her and why he is annoyed with her. And also I have some thoughts about the Wakasa vs Inupi fight, because in this chapter Wakasa interrupted Koko and Inupi, and we saw the reaction of Inupi when he saw Wakasa approaching him. And so we know that Inupi used to always hang out at the bike shop of Shinichiro. Also Wakasa would hang out at the bike shop of Shinichiro too. And so Inupi used to look up to Wakasa and Shinichiro, because he took the first generation black dragons as inspiration. And also we know Wakasa used to visit the bike shop of Inupi, and we also know that they would hang out and eat together, so these two characters definitely have some history together as well, and I am looking forward to seeing some dialogue between these two characters. Although it looks like the main focus of this chapter will be Mitsuya, Hakai, and the Haitani brothers because we got the most information about this fight. And in every single one of these matchups that we saw in this chapter, all the characters that are involved have a history and a backstory with each other, like how we learned in this chapter that Mitsuya used to look up to the Haitani brothers when he was 13 years old, and in this backstory the Haitani brothers both have completely different hairstyles. And I hope we will get to learn more about this backstory of the Haitani brothers. I am interested to learn more about these two characters. Anyway guys, that was all we got for the full summary and spoilers of chapter 248 of Tokyo Revengers. Also let me know what you guys think of the chapter in the comments below. And like, comment and subscribe if you want to see more videos like this one, and thank you for watching.